Bitcoin had a massive dump yesterday, and nevertheless, we had such a huge volatility. There is still a major move coming up for Bitcoin. Also, we will take two different altcoins and make exclusive TA with a surprising outcome. So make sure you stay here up until the end and you smash up the like button. And now, without any further ado, DavinciJ15, you know it already. We want to come to the most important question of today. How are you doing today, my man?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking, Chris. How about you doing?
I'm also doing well. Thank you so much for asking me again. And yeah, everyone is asking us right now in the Telegram group. Link is given down in the description down below. Also asking you, asking the team, what's coming up for Bitcoin? Was that already the end because there was already such a huge move? Or is it going further lower? Or will there be maybe a retracement, a rebound, and we will find higher highs for this year? So can you give us a little bit of a heads up right now? Maybe we will open the charts, check out some TA.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's been a rough ride for us. It's been up and down, up and down. Bitcoin has been a roller coaster ride of emotions for a lot of us. And I'm sure we felt like that guy on that YouTube show where he was like, where the guy's yelling, calling him, "Oh, dump it! Oh, he's asleep. Dump it." What was it called again? What was that thing?
Bizonacci guy with the Bogdanov brothers calling this guy. For everyone watching who can relate at the moment with that poor guy in the video, let us know in the comment section when you wake up and you see such prices. Let us know if you can relate, guys. So yeah, Da Vinci, 100%. That really reminds us on that situation, and it's by the way a very funny video. Yeah, but that being said, what's your outlook at the moment? Do you think we will go further lower? Was that already the end? Was that the reverse, the dump we needed? Yeah, what's your view on that at the moment?
Well, here I've got the charts up, and you can see a really sad picture being drawn out here, right? We got the market really smiling at us, right, and going like, ha ha.
It wasn't smiling for a long time, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So this is not so good. And then we have, like, I mean, again, we have everything set up against us now at this point. For any kind of bull run, it seems like we've got a Davo happening here, right? You can see it. It's clear. We have an M pattern here, right? That's showing up in the volume profile. We also, if we go down here, you can see the M pattern is also clearly marked here. I should like put this not in green. This is actually red for like blood in the streets coming. Yeah, this is not a good sign for us bull fans out here. And I know you're a moon boy, right, Chris?
Yes, man. I mean, we like to see cheap prices for loading up, but in the end, we are all moon boys. We all want the prices to go higher, obviously. So yes, don't blame us on that, please.
So this of course this long moon boy shot was like, we were like yeah, and we got stopped out. So this trade is done. We're going to take this off the board and look for a new trade, because you know what, the market give it and take it, and we are just here as if you're a trader, you know, there's times when you win and times when you lose, and you want to get you want to do more wins than you have losses, and so by doing so, you have to just look at let the market tell you what to do. You don't tell the market what you want it to do. And it's telling us, hey, you know what? You got to go short here because we're going down, and that's what it is. There's lots of evidence of that, and it's a good, and there's a good trade here that we can take if we want to take a short. This is like if we take the Davo short, the entry unfortunately is right here on the daily close. And the stop loss is way up here, so it's kind of brutal. I would kind of like see if you can get a better position, but the bonus thing is you take profits on this
No
At
way.
least 2 to 1, right?
No way,
At least,
DaVinci.
unfortunately, 2 to 1. Brutal.
No, so we are talking here about, obviously you are not market buying in that short position. You want to set up your short order, your sell order basically, a little bit more higher, and then you would
Exactly.
take profits at 6,087.
Exactly. Exactly. Something around there. It's kind of brutal. Kind of brutal. So, and sad, but that's what the market's telling us. And so we have to, when you see this is my trading plan. This is in my trading plan. And when you see your trading plan work out, you got to take it. It says if there's an M pattern here, and an M in the price, that's a gimme. That's a gimme in my trading plan. That's the like almost 90% accurate.
And you know what? That's the beauty about your trading strategies, because I mean we all want the prices to go higher, and I mean we are not like you, not traders, not swing traders. We are not trading so much. Like our holding portfolio is even higher. But the beauty about trading is when you are doing it like you are doing it, you have a specific trading plan, and you are seeing all those M's, all those signals confirming your bearish position at the moment, and you are just acting accordingly. Nevertheless, you also want the price to go higher, and that really shows that how cold-blooded you sometimes are, DaVinci. And I think it's one of the main reasons why you were outperforming the markets during the last couple of years. So actually only asking for the other side. You are saying, okay, right now it's very bearish. You are looking for a price of 6,100 or something. You will take a short position very, very soon. But what if it goes the other way? Is there any kind of scenario where we can see the price going higher despite all those very bearish signals right now in the charts?
Well, there's nothing to say, hey, you know what? Let's if this thing goes the other way, let's look for evidence that this is going the other way. So is there any kind of evidence of that? Let's just do that. I'm going to take off these fibby fibs here. I'm going to edit this. I'm just going to mark that so that I can have it saved, and I'm going to delete it. And so there's this AB equals CD, but we've been busted out. Do we have any kind of trend line? Let's start looking for a trend line here. Delete. Right, we've already broken this support line, which is not good, right? Do we have this support? So it's got to close above this. If you want to take this, if you think this is going to go higher, it's got to close above this on the daily and create a different green candle, right? If you want to take this trend line, assume this trend line is going to be the new trend line to hold. If we go with a longer term trend line, let's see if there's anything here. Right here, this one right here. You could say, okay, well, listen, we touched this line here. This is only on this particular exchange, and so this trend line could be considered valid on this exchange. So we could see a stop point here, and then rolling up higher if we can just stay above this trend line here.
Yes.
So we'd have to wait to see a little bit of lower prices, and that kind of makes sense because if you what tends to happen with these M patterns is that from right here to here, let's just say from right here to there, and let's ignore this top piece here, and then go from here to there. That's where you can see where we could drop down to about the 7,200 and then bounce back up. And so if we could stay above this trend line here, we could make a case for a bull run higher. And break through break this particular short.
Okay.
But it's got to stay above here in order to do that. And it looks like it wants to come down first and then decide what it wants to do. So we need to see at least to stay above here, or in the short term break above this support line, this resistance Now it's now resistance.
Yes,
And
unfortunately.
it was support, and now it's turned into resistance. And so it's got to break above that, and then break above this support line here, and hopefully get above this one over there.
Yes.
But the odds of that are extremely low.
Yeah, you know what? I like it. I like it more when the resistance turns support rather than the other way around. But it is what it is. So you are actually saying right now that the odds are not good for a reversal, for a long-term reversal at the moment. But you are saying that it is an amazing opportunity to maybe take a short position at that specific price target with a 2-to-1 risk-reward ratio, and you will be taking profits at 6,100 give or take. Nevertheless, you are saying that going to this resistance line, to this trend line right here, when we stay above and even break this resistance line at the moment, that would actually mean that the bearish scenario is wiped out and we can see higher prices also in the short mid-term. Nevertheless, you are saying the odds are bad and you are way more bearish than bullish at the moment.
Exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
yes.
It's unfortunate. I was truly bearish in this situation here when we were coming up here, and I just felt I wanted to go with the crowd, wanted to go with all the moon boys out there. Right, and wanted to find some sort of reasoning for it to go higher, and just did not materialize, unfortunately.
But I want to remind you, Da Vinci, on the episode before the last episode, where you were clearly mentioning that having 2 weekly candles outside the Bollinger Band, that this is actually extremely bearish because the highest probability lays in a huge corrective weekly candle, which we have right now. Just want to remind you on that.
Exactly. So we have these 2 candles, which is very rare, especially weekly candles, outside the band, and we don't expect a pullback. And so, and then on top of this is turning into a fractal, right? And the worst kind of fractal, it's an empire fractal. So that could indicate, especially if it closes back up here, closes somewhere around here. That's an empire fractal, and once it breaks this bottom here, see ya. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
I like it, man. We can make so much merch out of your I don't know, crazy different sentences, man. So yeah, but it's overall it's a risky, it's a bearish opinion, but you can take your opportunities from there. But for everyone, make your own research, make your own trading decisions, obviously, and act accordingly due to your own risk profile. Nevertheless, we want to make that one kind of moon boyish statement in the end. There is like a little light in the horizon, even though the odds are not all too good. If we stay above the trend line, if we break the resistance line, then we can see higher highs also in the short mid-term. For everyone who is watching now and saying, oh, it's very hard to follow, it's very hard to keep up with all those resistance and support lines, we will share the Coinergy links in our Telegram group. The Telegram group is on the top of the description and also in the pinned comment. So make sure you join. DaVinci is there. The MMCrypto team is there. We are answering your questions, engaging with you. You can ask us everything. Join our group, obviously. So DaVinci, we also have some altcoins. We won't take all too much time for the TA on the altcoins, but I think we have to cover Ethereum, obviously, because there's still this huge opportunity ahead, and maybe also a third altcoin. Let's take that as a surprise for the audience in the end. What's your opinion on Ethereum, actually? And I have to say, we don't have all too much time, but we have time for the 2 altcoins. It's fine.
Yeah, let's just quickly do those 2 altcoins,
Yes.
Just not go into too much detail, other than the fact that it's unfortunate that if they're following Bitcoin like to the letter here. You can see on the hourly chart. If we go down to the hourly chart of Bitcoin, you can see that everything is pretty much like a mirror image of the Ethereum price in dollars. Right, we're coming back down. We might test this gap. This gap exists also in the what's it called, the other exchanges, especially Bitfinex. So
yes.
This gap is valid. So you can, if you want to get your shorts on, you can start them up here. This is right where the 78.6 level is now. It's unfortunate that I was hoping that this would break out of Bitcoin's mirror image, but unfortunately, you can see not so good. The market is definitely smiling at us in the daily as well, and we have to accept it for what it is, and it's not a very good smile.
It's just too friendly. Look at the mouth, man. It's not like a normal smile, like you are walking into a person on the street. It's like really like the Joker, like a very, very evil smile at the moment.
Exactly. And then it's broken all its trend lines, right? There's no trend line that it hasn't broken, so that's it. Goodbye. You could probably, if you want to if you want to wait for a better setup, I wouldn't be surprised if you can get one, because there's a lot of fanboy, a lot of people buying, a lot of bullish people out there. So we'll see a better setup, better entry point in both these things to a short. The best thing to do is to wait for another M pattern to show up on the other side of this trend line, and then take your short wherever it shows up. That's kind of sad. We're probably going to head down to the 200 level. It's unfortunate. We're going to at least do that, because as you can see, remember, we've done this before, right? But Ethereum just loves 61.8, right? We take from here to here, and you can see.
We remember it just like hits the 61.8 always.
Yeah,
like exactly. So many times.
This is the wrong one. It's right here, from here to there, and it would dump down to the 61.8 and then take off. Dump down to the 61, and you can do it. It does it right here as well.
And the 61.8 right now is also the $200 level, as you can see it over here.
Exactly, it's a $200 level over here. So don't be surprised if we bounce off of that one last time. We might check the 78.6, but I highly doubt it.
Yeah.
Because Ethereum is loving the 61.8 too much, and besides, this is the breakout level. There's a lot of resistance in between here, the 61.8, and the breakout level of $187. So do not expect to get something inside this area or below $187. It's highly unlikely.
Yes, but I want to remind on something. In the last episode, you said you are still in your Ethereum trade, and you said that word by word, you do not care if it goes down to 200. You want to stay in whenever the moonshot comes. And if it goes to 200, you wouldn't care all too much, because if you know the outcome in the end, if you are so convinced that it will be going, and maybe it takes like a week or 5 weeks longer, it will be going to 450. Who cares, like, if it goes to 200 in the meantime? Are you still on that side?
Yes, exactly. I mean, we can see that Ethereum is just beginning to break out. It's already done its rainbow. It's done the rainbow. What's it called? The rainbow turn, right? You can see all the trend lines have like turned around. And pointing upwards. It's all of them are crossed. We have a lot of positive crosses that indicate that we're going to go higher. The weekly EMA is down at 200 levels, so we can see that it just has to hold that weekly EMA, 13 EMA, and then we're off to the races. So let's move on. Before we spend too much time, let's move on to ADA. Priced in Bitcoins. I mean, I'm loving it, and it's juicy.
It's like made for you. This chart is like made for you.
It's got some Emmy patterns here, and it's got like it's still early, and it could bounce around at the bottom here, but really, this is a long term. This is a long term. Like, this can turn into a long term M pattern. Whoops, delete. Right, we've got this little bottoming section here, and then we're bottoming again here. So I mean, in the Bitcoin terms, this thing looks like it wants to achieve some astronomical results in the future. It may not be right away, and it may not be this summer, but probably the next altcoin season we're going to see some serious fireworks,
Yes.
and probably in the ultimate big blast off when Bitcoin is doing extremely well, we're probably going to take out these highs.
Yes. That's amazing to see. And also, some people might say, if it's not happening this summer, I don't care about that. But maybe if someone is saying that you don't deserve maybe to get huge gains, because sometimes good things take time. And if you want everything by today, you will never make really, really decent profits. So what you are saying right now is we are forming a W. It is like bottoming again, and maybe we have to wait, but there is a big moonshot coming for Cardano, because the chart is especially priced in Bitcoin. It's really set up for exploding. Nevertheless, it might take a few months.
Exactly. I mean, if you little old lady this, and I suggest you do that, you do the same kind of principles where you'd never put in more than really 5%. But I don't like going that high. I would say 2% of your net worth into any one particular asset. You're not going to go wrong. And you know what? You're gonna gain a lot on the gains because there's more than just this one asset that's going to do well.
Yes.
So why risk putting everything in this one asset of Cardano and losing it all if it happens to go south? Because you don't know what could happen, whether the developers decide to rage quit or some other stupid thing happens where their chain gets broken or something like that. You just don't know. So it's best to spread your wealth across multiple different projects, because there's lots of projects out there, and benefit from the ones that do well. All the ones that do well. Remember, have a majority, more than 60%, that's probably going to go 10, 100x. So there you go.
Sounds good. Yeah, but never go all in crypto. I mean, just remember, for example, NXT. There were so many moonboys on NXT, and now the developers team just left, and it's a dead project at the moment. And it was a really decent project in the first place. So you never know. But thank you so much for sharing your opinion on Bitcoin, Ethereum. Let's put Cardano aside at the moment. Bitcoin, Ethereum, it looks comparably bearish in the short term right now. You have set a bullish scenario, but the likelihood of this bullish scenario is pretty small. You can see everything on Coinigy. We will share the Coinigy setups of DavinciJ15 in our alerts channel, in our group. The link is given down in the description down below. And for Cardano, mid to long term, you have a bullish outlook, because at the moment, in your opinion, it's forming a W, it's bottoming out. Before we wrap up today's episode, we have to upload it actually, like it's going online in a few minutes, but we want to come back to Pandora's Wallet for short. DaVinci, do you have any updates for that?
Yeah, we're working on doing a complete revamp of the client application. We'll have that available for the end of this month. I'm working diligent with the developers to get this product out. We sent out an email just reminding people about safety with your wallet. There's a lot of phishing attacks going on when it comes to Pandora's Wallet, and we want to make sure that our clients are safe. So please be careful. Do not provide any information about your private keys to anyone, or any information about your computer and details of that sort to anyone. Especially don't even provide somebody with your username and email. Just avoid that situation altogether. So we're working hard here, and we enjoy what we do here at DaVinci Codes. Also, if you want to know more, please follow me at DavinciJ15 on Twitter and DaVinciJ15 on YouTube, and pretty much everywhere. I'm DaVinciJ15. You can find me.
But do not even try to DM him on Telegram. He has like 1,500 private messages. But yes, DaVinci,
Exactly.
Good that you mentioned it. We will put all the links in the description down below, especially the YouTube one. He's uploading more regular right now videos, and the subscribers count is also going to the north right now. So it's very nice to see that again. And for Pandora's Wallet, we have a link in the description. You have a 30 days free trial, and very important what he said, do not ever share your private keys with anyone, not even like your email address, which is associated with some of your keys. And just share nothing with anyone. That's the most important part, the most important lection of today. So that being said, thank you so much for taking your time, DaVinci. We will upload a lot of stuff in the future. We will also go to the Coinsbank cruise. We will make some videos maybe on the cruise. Who knows? It's sold out already. So sorry guys, you cannot buy any tickets anymore, but maybe we can meet up in one of the cities, Mallorca, Marseille, Barcelona, not Barcelona, but Mallorca, Marseille, La Spezia and Rome. Maybe we can meet up anyone there. So DaVinci, do you have any words to say before we wrap up today's episode?
Yeah, if you're interested in learning the little lady strategy and how to manage your risk, I have videos available for you at davincicodes.net/videos. Link will be in the description below, so check it out.
Yes, exactly. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you smash up the like button. We forgot to say that smashing up the like button is completely for free, and it joys us, it cheers us up really, really much. So thank you so much for taking your time. We will see each other at the next episode of MMCrypto. Very, 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 very soon. We are uploading like nearly daily already. So make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you hit the bell button. So that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. And as always, bye-bye.